Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CapitalFit podcast. I'm down here at the Star Worldwide Network Studios on Camelback and the Pratt Marketing Agency offices. It's a phenomenal first-time experience down here to just give it a try, see what their services are all about. I've been podcasting now for 70 episodes, and not that I'm a professional, but I kind of got the hang of it. And I think I was introduced to the studio here by my friend Mark Jeffrey, who joined on as one of their managers, and he said, give it a shot. And I'm here to do that, and I want to welcome listeners to this show of CapitalFit, and just say hello and talk to you about kind of the current state of the economy, my services, and kind of my passions here. You know, I go back to graduating from Iowa State University, long time ago, and my first job was in Chicago, then San Francisco. I was in commercial real estate. 4 years, moved into personal financial wealth advisory for 25 years. And then 6 years ago, sold my practice and jumped into the deep end of the pool and got into private equity. So incredible experience that I've had here in the private equity space. And it's really evolved into the wellness space. And I'm wearing like an Align Med vest right now underneath my dress shirt. I just have such passion for what these founders have done. And I've been a consultant to many of them the past 6 years, whether it's helping them, identifying capital sources or debt, funding to help them with their growth as they scale their company. It's been a lot of fun. I'm a shareholder of the companies and continue to advise them where needed. And that's really been kind of the evolution of my whole financial planning practice and where I am currently at CapitalFit. I have a team of experts on my website. You can find it www.capitalfit.us. Dr. Jacoby being my leading expert on the health and wellness space, and his books Unglued and Sugar Crush have been really monumental for me and life-changing for me, having spent 4 years talking to Rick and getting to know him, and then obviously being the recipient on the use of stem cells to help some chronic knee issues of sports for, playing sports for 45 years. And the stem cells have worked to heal me, and his book Unglued talks about the secret science of stem cells. And we were just on his show before mine here and talking about that, and how potentially with the new administration here, we're going to see a lot more alternative healing methods to help heal the chronically sick and really just fix this broken medical system that we seem to have in the U.S. And I'm a proponent of medication and medicines when needed, but I think we really kind of get back to our body is our own temple, and our body has an ability to heal itself. And I want to be aligned with those companies that are doing that, whether it's the Hoolist here at GCU and Nick Hool, who designed this great headset with the vagus nerve stimulator, whether it's David Rabin with his Apollo Neuro wearable that vibrates your wrists and really keeps you relaxed and helps you sleep, whether it is, my newest client and consulting client is Matt Pello with 4Genomics, and he has come up with a full genomic test just using a swab for an infant to test for 600 different genetic defects. So, get to the problem early before it manifests into a later stage of adults. And knowing what you have genetically defective is such a great tool to have. And so he's launching that company and scaling that. And I'm happy to help him with that. MedWatch is coming out. We're looking at potential consumer wearable next year to monitor your glucose without a needle. Yes, that's MedWatchTech.com. Really great, innovative company I've been involved with for a year and a half. So I'm just blessed to have these phenomenal founders to support in any way that I can, and then also to use these social media platform and studios like the Pratt Agency here, Star Worldwide Network Studios, to get the word out through podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple, and iHeartRadio. And it's just been a great pleasure to just tell the stories of these founders. You can obviously listen to my shows on those podcast mediums and listen to the great stories of what drove them to the purpose to create a company, to put their money where their mouth is, to risk their own capital. If you think about it, you risk your own capital, you put a team together, you got to find investors. You have to scale, you have to sell and hope your product, takes hold in the marketplace. Then you have to raise more money for more scaling. And it's just, it's just an incredible journey that these founders go on. And that's been a passion of mine. So I really, pivoted 6 years ago and have had a whole lot of fun with this the startup space and these great innovative founders, especially in the wellness and medical space. So anyway, I'm just happy to be here at the studios here. I wanted to kick the tires down here and just see what it's like. And I hope that any folks that are considering a podcast would consider Star Worldwide Media, Network Media, and come down and check out the studio at 6900 East Camelback here, the high-rise office building next to the Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. Beautiful office down here. And so I encourage you to do that. And obviously reach out to me to connect with me on LinkedIn. It's Daniel Barnard, AAMS, Accredited Asset Management Specialist. I'm on Instagram, Daniel Barnard in Arizona. And of course, my website, CapitalFit.us, where I have a link to all my podcasts and my blog there. And you can see some of the other key partners that I have affiliated with. And again, the passion for me and my purpose in life is really help people realize their wealth, because what is your wealth without your health? And together, if we innovate, collaborate, we will make great things happen. And I'm excited about the innovation that has come out here in the last several years with stem cells, with these pods that you walk into with your whole body. It scans you, it uses AI, it figures out, where you're cellularly dysfunctional and where you can receive, assistance, whether, it be, medication or, you need more vitamins. Really, so much of the metabolic issues I've learned so much about listening to Gary Brecka on Instagram. Gary Brecka says it's all a metabolic issue. It's all a metabolic breakdown, and it's a mineral deficiency. It really comes down to mineral deficiencies, whether it's, vitamin D, C, you're not getting enough, obviously, the proteins and stuff. So I've learned so much, again, from Rick's 2 books, listening to all these great thought leaders that I've been able to affiliate with at different conferences the past 5 or 6 years. So I'm not going to stop. And then I'm excited about my friend Mark Cufano. Shout out to Mark Cufano, Max Years, and his longevity fund. In fact, he's right across the street over here at Optima. We're putting together a group of like-minded folks who want to live long, healthy lives. I mean, like long, 100 plus. Brian Johnson is the big guy out there in the world that you probably have seen on social media, spending $2 million a year on his health to turn back the clock of his biological age, which he's done. And I feel like I've done that in the last few years as well. And I've learned so much from these great thought leaders and changing your mindset to tell yourself that you can change, that you can heal from chronic issues. I'm the recipient of that new mentality, or a beneficiary of that mentality of that you can heal it. And there are, treatments like stem cells and red light and hyperbaric chamber. Shout out to Mark Cottom at Eminent Wellness. I've been going there for 2 years. Get your hyperbaric chamber, get the pure oxygen, hit the red light bed, cryo, and other modalities he has there. Again, a phenomenal guy putting himself out there to help patients heal in an alternative way. So anyway, I look forward to connecting with you again on any email, Dan at CapitalFit.us, my website, CapitalFit.us, or any of the other social medias. Facebook is a great one as well. So anyway, I will bid you farewell until we meet again, and I look forward to connecting very soon. Have a great day.